into the weekend. Everybody, let's get it going with NBA action on 2K Sports.
Ready, gentlemen? Ready?
Kevin Harlan here, and I'm joined by Greg Anthony. Aldridge, who's reporting from the sideline. For the Miami Heat, they're coming off a loss to the Hawks. Outside, and it's off from three-point range.
You know, James Harden, the leading isolation scorer in the league for the last 3 years plus, taking it to a whole new level, almost 12 points a game in isolation in 2018, and his efficiency, the best in the game, is off the charts.
Robertson can't hit. New Orleans with the ball.
Early on, 3 misses to open the game. Their offense right now still trying to find its way.
A pass to Fox. Stolen by Harden. Ahead. The second chance effort. And they had their chances. 2 offensive rebounds, but they still come up empty. His first foul of the game. On defense, New Orleans. Here's Bamba. And James Harden taking home the MVP award in 2018, and Clark well deserved.
It sure was, Kevin. A career mark in scoring a league-high 30 points a game. The first player ever to drop 60 points as part of a triple-double. It certainly was his year.
Kicks it out to Evans. And stolen by Kawhi Stein. Pass to Winslow. And the dunk by Winslow.
Hey, we know Harden can score, but he also has great vision.
The shot's good from McGee.
Yeah, good awareness.
I mean, they wanted no part of him on that layup.
Back to Winslow. Pass to Harden. For 3. And out of bounds as the Heat gain possession. Fox with it. The scoring numbers have been solid for him. He's averaging just under 14 points a game. Yes, that goes in. McGee's got his second basket of the night.
Fox really interested in making his teammates better, and he does it with his passing.
Here's Harden. In it goes after missing his first 7. Now shooting 1 for 8 this game.
A ragged start for him offensively. That brings him to 1 of 8 from the field.
The wide open look here for Fox. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead.
Boy, that was a masterful read from the talented Harden. I mean, he's at his best when he's attacking in the open court. Nobody better.
Offensive rebound. Bamba's shot is off. Fox with the steal. To the inside. Stolen by Collins. Got that bucket in no time at all. And it's 8 points for James Harden. And a breakdown here, guys. The hustle stats for the Pelicans.
They've come out in attack mode on the defensive end. They've applied pressure and forcing turnovers.
The other thing that's helped them early tonight are the points they've been able to convert off turnovers.
That's a physical play, Clark, during your time in the NBA. That's been toned down to a degree. Do you miss it being a bigger part of the game now?
You know what? I think it's still a very physical game. The rules have changed. The way the game is officiated has certainly changed. Some of the tough fouls that you saw in decades past don't exist as much. But I still think the game is extremely physical. So I'm glad to see us move in the direction of
close to getting the block there. You can live with those calls because you'd rather have a guy playing aggressive instead of playing it safe.
Now here's Harden. 8 points for him. Pass to Collins. Harden outside. 5 on the clock. Over Green. And nothing but hair on that one. To the paint. It's stolen by Green. And here they come. Fox, no good. Pelicans leading by 3. Harden with it. Now Green defending. Shot by Collins, no good.
A highlight reel play all the way, just can't connect.
I thought the pass looked good and just came up a skosh short, but I like the initiative and the intention.
1:36 left in the first quarter. Miami no good on that time either. And here comes Harden leading the fast break.
And you know, for a big man, I think Green is one of the better dime droppers in the league. I mean, he's a true point forward who has excellent vision and sees the floor well. Got to be more careful. Can't pick up 2 fouls this early on. You just can't.
The Heat shooting their first shot.
Down since last season. As a matter of fact, significantly down.
Bamba. And the dunk by Bamba.
Yeah, and even though Bamba's going to have to add muscle, he's strong enough to power that one through the contact. De'Aaron Fox, another hyper-athletic point guard out of Kentucky. Great size at 6'4". He can impact the game at both ends.
Here's ABC. Boom, he jams it straight down.
Really sweet passing from Fox. He's a reliable floor general and has great vision on the court.
Miami shooting their 4th and 5th shots at the foul line in the game. He misses the free throw.
Well, probably a little draft in the arena tonight. He's the last guy you expect to miss the mark by that much.
Here's Lynn. That's tipped.
The main weapon in Bamba's attack, the slender long arms he possesses, helps him block lots of shots. And that one gives them a +5 rebound advantage, Kevin.
Pretty clear. They're dominating that area. They've come out with a lot more energy and effort so far.
The Heat shooting their 6th and 7th free throw attempts tonight. And that one falls, and that puts them up by 1 point.
Probably as close to a sure thing as you can have.
Pass to Harden. From 15 feet away. He can't get that one to fall.
You must make that one. Even with the defense present, These are shots you have to finish.
Really good at getting down the floor. When Mamba is hustling, good things often happen in transition.
Boy, what a slick job of passing from Jeremy Lin on that one.
Here's Fox. Got it! Got it! What a shot!
Wow, what a miracle heave to finish.
The basket's coming early and often in the first quarter. Miami ahead, leading by 4. And we'll be back with you for the start of the second quarter when we return. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the Heat.
You know what, guys? It looks to me like they're really in sync here, all on the same page. They've already got a bunch of us.
Yeah, and they've also balanced that, though, guys, with the attack off the bounce as well to get them some points.
Back to Harden. It's good. Harden's got 14.
You know, tremendous and wonderful balance from Harden. This dude could have been a running back of the highest caliber with his size, dexterity, and balance. Never lets the defense get him out of his rhythm.
Drops in the tray. 6 points for De'Aaron Fox.
Man, the triples keep falling, guys. That's 3 in a row.
I think they're playing too soft on the perimeter. They can't stay so soft. They've got to get up into the shooters here. Tell you what, Kevin, it would be helpful if he would start to contribute a little more on offense, because when he's missing, it makes it really hard for this team.
Stolen by Harden. Here's Lin. Good.
And Harden continues to work on his defense. It is a work in progress, but showing a bit of an edge on this end of the floor now. I like it.
Pass to Green. They get it again. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. ABC's got the lead up to 8 now for the Heat.
Yeah, how about the purpose with which he's crashing the backboards right now? Some hard-earned second chance points.
Here's Osman, guarded by Fox. The engine in all sports, Clark, but the assistants also play very big roles. How do you build chemistry as a coaching staff?
You know, I've never coached, but I've watched a lot of coaches. I think first and foremost, you appreciate your assistant coaches, and then you give them room to grow and develop as coaches. And you share with them the building of the team and the coaching of the team. And that's, I think, if you serve your assistant coach
group on that sideline, doesn't loyal to each other.
Big time. Loyalty to one another, and then also a common focus on really serving the players to the best of their ability collectively.
Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Well, Draymond Green is a former Defensive Player of the Year, and he remembers his motivation. They said I fell in the draft because what position would I guard? I'll never forget that. I'm comfortable guarding any position. When I'm playing against big guys, I battle even harder. You have to prove a point. I won't be a pushover. Kevin?
Yeah, he never backs down. Thanks, David. Pass to Winslow. Back to Harden. 5 to shoot. McGee with the block. To the paint. And it's McGee with the jam.
Oh, and the lead gets bigger on a ridiculous offensive sequence.
That dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop.
Well, I tell you what, they've got this team just a step away from being completely asleep.
Here in the second quarter, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now. And the Pelicans with possession here. It's a 10-point game. It's off to Charlotte for him after this game as they take on the Hornets. That'll be the second of this 2-game road trip. Here's Harden. Makes it off the glass. Harden's got 6 points in the quarter.
You always got to track Harden, an elusive player who knows how to get it done inside.
Out to the right wing. Some nice ball movement here by the Heat. Here's Captain Clutch. Buries it from three-point range. Captain Clutch has got his first 3 points of the game.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
And, Greg, it's hard for me to watch this. I mean, the defense practically giving them those shots.
Back to Green. Shot clock at 6. Here's Kawhi Stein. And he hits it just before the shot clock expires. The Heat leading by 9. Well, Greg, and Willie Cauley-Stein, a live wire 7-footer.
I mean, he's got great foot speed for his size. I just like to see him really become more aggressive offensively and try to improve that skill set. But his mobility is so desirable in today's game.
Here's ABC, headed by Green. Pass to Robertson. Here's Captain Clutch. And again, Miami with the triple.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Clearly just an example of a different mindset between these teams.
Well, they're really making a point of keeping the ball moving around.
That's the key. The D can't focus on one player, and no matter what anybody tells you, that ball will always move quicker than the defender. .116 left in the second quarter. Now here's Bamba. Stolen by Harden. Inside. Got a piece of it. Stolen by Bamba. The Heat leading by 8. Pass to McGee. Here's Captain Clutch. Back to McGee. The dunk and the foul. A powerhouse move, and he's got a chance for one more at the line. It's Stein. The Pelicans making a switch here. The Heat have missed a few free throws up to this point, shooting 4 of 7 from the foul line tonight. That's one he knows he should have drained.
Pass to Bullock. Back to Robertson. To the inside. Here's McGee. It's rebounded by New Orleans.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
And Bamba pulls it down. And now they decide to foul intentionally.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Yeah, but that's no excuse for that kind of foul. I mean, that might be an explanation for it, but certainly doesn't justify it. And even then, it's just not a good play.
Yeah, just hitting a reset button, a chance to
He's off on the first.
You know, the comparisons to Rudy Gobert are understandable. Bamba's insane reach really helps on both ends of the court.
Pelicans trailed by 11. It's intercepted. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. The Heat have been shooting 50% at the line, 5 of 10. And the first one drops. And so it's the Miami Heat. 13 points up at the end of the period. What a night they've had in terms of their shooting. Everything dropping in for them. Quickly. Pass to Robertson. Here's Captain Clutch. Off target from the wing.
And listen, sometimes even the best of us are going to miss the easiest of opportunities.
Yeah, a volume shooter, and Harden is aggressive and assertive at really trying to jumpstart himself. And when he does, watch out.
And New Orleans pushing it up now. Allen leading the charge. Retain possession. 6 on the shot clock. Back to Harden. Rebound by the Heat.
Yeah, good interior D there prevents the deuce.
You know, that's not easy at all. When guys get this close to the bucket, it's tough to stop the basket.
And with Mohamed Bamba, one of the first things you notice is that 7'9" wingspan. I mean, yeah, he's got to add more muscle on that frame, but he can use that reach already to make an impact at both ends.
Pass to Allen. Over Evans. And the rejection by Evans. And he gets contact and the whistle on the shot. 2 shots coming up.
You know, over time, Harden has really mastered the pump fake. Amazing watching him continue to trick the defense time and time again.
And with Bamba, in addition to his crazy length, you also get a And there's the call on Jetty Osman. That's his first foul. A big group substitution here for New Orleans. Pass to Robertson. To the middle. ABC. And he throws it down hard with one hand.
And nobody, guys, among the defenders stepping up to challenge him on that drive to the 10.
And, Greg, he says, thank you very much, and sails in for the flush.
And those are the kind of sequences that tell you why the score is what it is.
And Cauley Stein throws it down.
And wait to finish and cut into that lead a little bit.
Yeah, but look at the basket guy still shaking.
Well, I tell you what, he loaded up as much power as he could behind that two-hander.
And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Harden. Miami leading by 8. A little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the third. Here's ABC. That misses off the backboard.
And they're 1 for here to start the second half.
And it's out of bounds. The Heat will take it the other way. And here are the Heat now. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. Wasted no time on that one. Evans has got it.
And watching Evans there knock down the triple hat when he's in rhythm.
And Winslow comes to help. Here's Bullock. Banked in off the glass. Bullock's got the lead up to 13 now for the Heat.
And some guys just have a nose for scoring. And this one couldn't have been any easier.
Yeah, that was actually no defense at all there, Greg. I mean, layups don't come any easier than that. I mean, they're piling it on now.
New Orleans in their 7th and 8th attempts at the foul line tonight.
And last season, 77% from the line. They could usually get the job done there.
And, you know, after being a 6th man during the beginning of his career, Harden has blossomed into a big-time star. He's a top-tier combo guard in this league now. Well, I like the defense there. Right up in his grill, didn't give him a chance.
Collins wide open. He fires. Offline with his 3.
And, you know, Kevin, that's what they want, an uncontested look from the perimeter. Sadly, they came up short on that possession.
The shot by Evans. Nobody around. A pass to Fox. Just 5 on the clock. Second chance shot. Timeout called the Heat.
And he could tell his guys starting to wear down a little bit. Call time to just let them get their legs back under them.
Pelicans trailed by 12. Lynn looking it over. There's 1:38 left to play in the third. 13 feet away. It's good. That's 28 points for James Harden.
And you know, Harden's a high percentage shooter from mid-range. If you don't close fast on him, he'll burn you.
Even at 2 defensive rebounds, they just can't get the lid on. Out of bounds, Miami takes possession.
Simply missed the connection there. I mean, I like the unselfishness. Admirable, but just not the result.
And so Green will bring it up for the Heat. 10-point lead. Here's ABC. The three-pointer off the mark. And turnovers have been the issue for him.
You can see the coaches have gotten into him a little bit about this. They've got to do a better job of taking care of the ball.
He has been fantastic this quarter, guys. It's just the kind of effort they need if they're going to continue to trim the lead.
And there's a whistle that goes on Jeremy Lin. That's his first foul. 51 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Here's Bamba. Lays it up and banks it in. Bamba's got 10.
And I think they're winning because of him. I mean, he's hitting a lot of his shots right now.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Bucket is good.
And it's nice to see Bamba finding his groove. When he's in sync, he feels like he can make any shot.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Pass to Lin. And he uses it on the layup. Lin's got his second basket of the night.
Huge hole in the defense that possession. He didn't waste any time cutting through it.
There's Green with the three. And pushing it up. Here's New Orleans. And here at the end of the third quarter, it's a double-digit ball game. Heat lead by 2. Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. Pelicans trail by 10. To the inside. And Harden with the stuff.
And the awareness from Lin, outstanding. A true point guard who really sees the floor well.
And it's out of bounds to the Heat as Miami retains possession. New Orleans on D. Pass to Green. Beyond the arc.
And they're trying to stretch that lead out with the three-point shot, but their percentage hasn't been what they'd like it to be here in the second half.
The Heat leading by 8. A good look from Evans. Good, and a nice assist from Fox. And it's 8 points for Tyreke Evans. On the wing, Harden. Down low. It's tipped. Green. Shoots. And the basket by Harden. Harden's got 14 points here in the second half.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
And Greg, you know nothing makes a coach happier than selflessness on the basketball court.
And here's Evans outside. Right side, Green. There's the triple. Fox, no good.
You know what? They're winning, though, despite the fact that he has just been really off.
And you got to know Harden's looking to get to the line. I mean, one of the best in the game at going right into the defender and drawing fouls.
And he's good on the second. Fourth quarter now. We're about a minute and a half in. On the wing, Green. And it's Miami with another.
I'm still kind of trying to figure out how that one went in. Don't think they drew it up that way, but hey, it still counts because it worked.
Pass to Harden. Nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup. Harden's got 37.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, defenders are just not being aggressive enough. Oh, you got to play with some physicality in the paint.
Pelicans trailed by 7. Banked in off the glass. Harden's got 39.
What a huge boost he's giving them here. 4 or 5 in this fourth quarter has come up big.
And the Heat call here.
Yeah, just hitting the reset button, a chance to kind of talk some things over.
Yeah, recalibration time with the timeout call there.
And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Thanks, guys. I was able to hear Eric Spoelstra coaching the team during the break. He told them, put your foot on their neck. Take it to them. I want to see you guys slow it down out there, use the clock, and stay away from silly fouls. Let's see if they can execute the plan, guys.
Thank you, David. Teams making substitutions here. Miami leading by 5. Fourth quarter of play, and we're about 2.5 minutes through it right now. And Harden with the stuff.
And I think one of the things understated about Harden, he's a great athlete. I mean, he can rise and bounce. He's strong. He's quick. He can easily punch it on you when he gets to the rim.
And look at how the hustle game has been going for the Heat.
You know, block shots, guys, a clear indicator on the stat sheet of their excellent defense. I mean, leaving them no room to get off any shots.
And also, how about the points they've gotten in transition or on the fast?
Look at that jam.
Wow. Come on now, bring the thunder, rock that rim. And Harden, an absolutely vicious dunker. Terrific at bouncing towards the rim for the epic throwdown.
In the one hand in his hand, and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish.
Part of what makes him unique, guys, that combination of power and polish.
Stolen by Winslow. Here's Green, and Green slams it in.
And guys, that's a big swing right there. I mean, taking the steal and then turning it into 2 easy points on the dunk.
No telling how important that sequence could turn out to be.
As a difference maker.
Pelicans trailed by 6. Harden up top. And De'Aaron Fox gets the whistle that time. That's foul number 2 for him. Pass to Kawhi Leonard. Some nice passing here by New Orleans. Clock at 6. Over in the corner, Green. And that one drops. Green's got 4 points in the quarter. Now Fox. And Robertson has it in the corner. And stolen by Kawhi Leonard. Oh!
My goodness. This is not unfamiliar territory for Harden. He is used to being the go-to guy, especially when his team needs a big hoop. Being aware there, excellent recognition, fantastic playmaking leading to the nice shot.
Inside. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass. Harden's got 47 points.
And you know the ball's going to Harden when the game's tight. And producing down the stretch.
Pass to Bamba. Inside. Here's McGee. It's good.
Now, that is cold-blooded.
Fear taking these shots. I love it.
Now, here's Collins. To the inside. 5 on the shot clock. Money! And he has brought them to within 2 points.
This is exactly what happens when you allow James Harden to heat up.
We can probably expect to see him slow it down now.
Yeah, I think you want to milk your possessions. Now you need every basket you can get.
Greg, I think they're still alive here, but they better execute every trip down the floor from here on out.
Money!
Just terrific determination. First, compiling the lead, and now building on it.
And that's what you want to do. I mean, you can't let the opposition off the hook here. I mean, you've got to keep adding to that lead.
Tries again. And no good. Trying to use. And so the big win by Miami in a tight game. It was up for grabs. Final seconds.
Yeah, and for me, Kevin, what stood out is just the overall trust this group has in one another when it matters most. Doing what had to be done and to send these fans home happy.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now.